Welcome everyone to Sysco Canada's live show, virtual show, I guess it is. We're very, very happy, as you saw on our beautiful opening commercial, is that we have Chef Marvin back. So welcome back to the show, Chef. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Always a fun thing to do. Makes me feel like I'm at a food show again.
Well, you know what? Last time you rocked it, and there's a Marvin fan base out there. But we're happy to have you back, and we're super excited to see all these ideas you have for pub, some takeout. But let's talk pierogies.
All right.
I'm gonna move over to you. That's all you. You got the floor.
Well, I've got quite a number of presentations. I don't know how many people have seen these presentations in the past, but once again, talking about pierogies, I mean, these are such a simple product to work with. You can make it your own with just changing up a sauce, changing up a seasoning, changing up the accompaniment. It's just a free-for-all. I've made some fairly fancy appetizers today. I've made some very simple ones. So it's just, such a broad scope that covers it as far as the application goes. So anyway, the first one I'll show here is a pierogi burger. And we have several pubs in the city of Edmonton that actually serve those up. They use a larger pierogi on theirs. So you've got the option of upping the size or the flavor or whatever your wish is. But it just seems like, burgers are a big thing, and everybody's trying to do something a little different. You certainly can use, a drizzle of whatever, sour cream or a sriracha sauce or whatever to make the burger your own. And that's our first presentation.
So Marvin, before you put that away, don't go anywhere with that burger.
Okay.
That's the question. So on the burger and things like that, you just throw the pierogies on top? That was it? Nothing, no additional?
No, just, you can pan fry them. You can deep fry them. You can just cook them if you want.
So you could deep fry them, right? Just for the ease of make crispy, kind of like the old days. You used to throw French fries on a burger.
Right.
Very cool.
Very, very open-ended to how you can handle that. So that's number one. I'll do another one here. We've got a breaded pierogi, and very simple to do. Actually, Chef David in Woodstock showed me how to do this. I've tried breading pierogies before, but he showed me the simple way. Just put them in boiling water, about 3 minutes as usual. They come to the top, they float, and you skim them off and toss them in your breadcrumbs, and it's amazing. They bread very nicely, and you don't have to worry about using flour or egg or anything else to make that work. So
Marvin, did you have to deep fry those after you breaded them, or did they just stick?
Yeah, we deep fried them after we breaded.
Okay, cool. So very easy to do, cost effective, right?
Absolutely, and actually, I put some extra seasonings in the breadcrumbs, so you can use a hot sauce seasoning or whatever your wishes are. You can make them your own with the seasonings you add to them. So it's just a simple thing, very quick and easy, and what can I say? Very cost effective again. And you don't need a bunch of fancy equipment. Just a regular deep fryer, and away you go. So we'll bring up one of the simpler kind of dessert, or not desserts, but appetizers. This one here, as you can see, all I've done is pre-boiled the pierogies. They're cold, put on a sausage, a little bit of a dill and garlic aioli kind of a sauce on top, and a little green onion for color. And that's just something so very simple. Excuse me. And we have a catering company in Edmonton here that actually showed me that idea. So it is used out there. And like I said, basically, what I'm trying to show is that if you're really in a bind, you can almost make an appetizer out of almost anything, any pierogi you've got with whatever you've got in-house kind of thing. So you don't necessarily...
Marvin?
Yes.
What flavor? We had Sandy ask, what flavor did you use for your pierogies?
That one's the potato cheddar.
Cool.
So,
Marvin, do you want to have a little fun?
Yes. What's that?
Okay. I got you have quick chooses. I got things you can choose here, okay? Really quick. Can't think about it. Pierogies or French fries?
Perogies.
Pierogies or a tall coffee in the morning? What are you gonna pick? Come on.
Oh, let's go tall coffee.
Oh, pierogies or an Alberta beef steak?
Well, now that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a pretty hard one too.
Come on, you know where you're standing. I know where you live.
I would say, pretty much mutually both, I guess. So
Okay.
I have to keep my job somehow, I'm so worried about my job.
You'll have those Alberta boys coming at you tonight. Awesome. So what's next?
Well, you know what I'll do next? I'll do the sliders. No, not everybody's going to do that again, but it is, kind of a catchy thing, and it's a little funky, and I've used the home style.
Holy crap. Those look great.
And again, you can dress it up your way. You can use a pulled pork. You could do pretty much, I like to think of pierogies as an artist's canvas where,
Hey, Marvin, someone said you'd have your pierogies with your steak. Sandy said that. Just so you know, you lost on that one, buddy. Michelle says those are two go together. Those go together. Oh, okay, I get it. Steaks and pierogies. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, no. So that's kind of neat.
Very nice, Marvin. Now those you could just definitely do. Very easy to put together and stuff like that.
Again, you could deep fry those. And just to mention on the deep frying side of things, what you will find that our product does not absorb the oils in the fryer. So, very cost effective in that respect. I've made calls and I've had chefs that said, well, you have to consider the amount of oil that my fryer is going to be absorbing and how much it's going to cost me to put this thing out. And in this case, with pierogies, you will find that we don't absorb any oils whatsoever, and your fryer will last a long time cooking pierogies. So that's another good point about the cost of doing pierogies. Okay, well, go ahead. Sorry, I
have some more questions for you.
Yeah, no problem.
Like a little trivia, yeah. So how old is the pierogi?
Oh man, that's a good question. I wouldn't have. I think it's.
Okay, what century? Let's go century, Marvin. What century does the pierogi go back to?
Oh, probably to the beginning of time, basically, because it's like any other dumpling. It's what people had available to them. So whenever they decided that they could put water and flour and make a dough of some sort, I'm sure that's where pierogies have always, or that's not necessarily pierogies, but sometimes I call them the Polish pot stickers, but the Orientals.
Now, Marvin, are they Polish? Like, are they originated from Poland or are they Ukrainian, or is that kind of
Eastern European? We all like
Eastern European.
Yeah. So it kind of covers a gamut of countries there.
Cool.
But yeah, that's so. Next, just to change things up again and show people that you can do a few other things with pierogies, I've got a pierogi Greek salad. Now, we also do an excellent pierogi potato salad. And instead of using potatoes, you use the pierogies, and I'll tell you, it goes over big. I was actually doing a Sysco show in Edmonton one day, and one of the vendors there came by and said, I never eat pierogies. I don't care for pierogies. She tried the potato salad and she said, guess what we're having this weekend? We've got friends coming over. So I sold her on the idea, and she really went with it. So
that's awesome. Awesome stuff.
Okay, well, where do we go next? We have a pierogi pizza here. And there again, you can deep fry the pierogi. I like to brown them just a little bit, just so that they're a little crusty before they actually go into the oven. And, you drop those little boys in a deep fryer, probably under 2 minutes. Put it in your pan, put your pizza sauce on, put your cheese and your filling on, bake it for about 10 minutes at 475, and you have a pull-apart pizza.
Nice.
So how many people will do that? I'm not sure, but we do have some people that are doing it. I've had customers tell me that they actually did them for Valentine's Day in a heart shape. And they said that was their best selling item on the menu that day. So, some of this does rub off, like I say. So, okay.
Right.
So just skipping right along here. The next one I'm going to show here is our bean and cheese empanada done up as a nacho style. And of course, we've done it in a takeout tray, so it would work well in a takeaway, grab and go kind of situation. And these pierogies actually reheat fantastically well.
Do they? Is there any key things you should do when you reheat pierogies?
Well, like most people, they put them in a microwave, and that's pretty much it. Once they've got a sauce and whatever on them to carry the moisture content, that works quite well. Because of course, as we know, the microwave requires a fair amount of moisture to activate the cooking process. If you put pierogies in dry, you would probably have an issue with them. But well, having said that, I'll just bring out this other tray that I didn't actually present or prepare, but this is a tray that we sell into retail.
Nice.
And it's a really great seller. It sells at a couple of large grocery store chains here in Western Canada anyway. And
and there's a lot of restaurants that can do that as well that have retail. Retail.
So, and then of course in today's world, all the truck drivers have microwaves in their trucks, and so it would be a very, very nice application there as well. So
yeah, it doesn't cost a lot and it fills you up. Awesome.
No, exactly. And like I said, we sell an awful lot of that in retail. We have a larger tray that we use for food service for the retherm process. Mm-hmm. And they're basically done the same, but they're done in the half pans, and they come three to a case. And we sell an awful lot of those to the Alberta Healthcare Services for the hospitals. And anyway, if anybody else is interested in them, they're certainly available through our distributors.
Awesome.
Running out of space here, but anyway, the next item here I've done is a bacon wrapped pierogi, and we've got it partnered up here with a sweet chili.
So what did you do there, Marvin? How'd you do that?
Well, basically just defrosted the pierogi, and then there again you can use any size of pierogi you want. In this case, I used what we call our bite size, or buffet best, as we call it in the Sysco branded. Mm-hmm. And then again, I'll just give you a little story on why we call it the best buffet best. Because I feel that people that eat on a buffet line eat by number. And if they have 6 pierogies at home, they're going to have 6 pierogies on the buffet line.
Okay, keep going.
And in this case, if you're buying the smaller pierogi, basically you're only eating 4 pierogies as opposed to, the cost of 6 pierogies. You got the cost of only 4 pierogies. So I like to encourage buffet houses to use the smaller ones. Even the snack size, goes a little further because 6 of those are basically half. So you'd only be serving what basically a 3 pierogi offering. So they, to me, I've always felt that psychology, and I've talked to chefs, and some of them actually agree with me. So I guess I kind of understand how some of these people eat and their habits, and when they go on a buffet line. As we've all seen, buffet line is, some of these people really load their plates, and if it can save people a little bit of money there, why not?
I agree. Totally agree. Totally
agree. Okay. And next one I'm going to show you here, and I think I talked about it on our last podcast, but here we are with 10 snack-sized pierogies, a little dollop of sour cream. Maybe I overdid it a little bit here, but little bacon bits, little green onion, and I know of a hotel chain that actually sells this, and it's their number one appetizer, and they get $10.99 for that.
No way.
So $10.99 for that. Can you imagine what you can get for the others?
That's crazy. Are you serious? $10.99?
$10.99. There's about 70 cents worth of pierogies, and figure out the cost of the rest.
Are you making some money on that, right?
I would think so. So
it's coming from a pro expert. Yes.
Again, you can, kind of do whatever you want there. So that's kind of the presentations of the pre-prep plates. I've got one other to do, but I just want to show this idea. It's an idea that I kind of came up with. You're always trying to see how you can market pierogies or whatever you're selling, I guess. And I thought, I've seen potato skins out there. Why don't I slice a pierogi, open it up, put the fillings on, and do a potato skin presentation? So lo and behold, I took some pierogies and I start slicing them as I'm doing now. Slice them, open them up, and I'm thinking,
So you're cutting into the pierogi.
I'm cutting into the pierogi. These are defrosted, obviously. And just slice little dash in there. And I've done up a little bit of a, sorry, John. I've done a little bit of a filling that I like to put in. I've got some green onions, some bacon bits, some cheese, a little bit of red peppers, and I stir that up. And just for, larger applications, I do this because I only do maybe a couple dozen at a time when I do them. But if you were going to do for a large banquet or whatever, you could actually put your filling, mush it up a little more, put it in a piping bag, and have somebody pre-cut these, and you could just zip your filling into there, put it on your bake sheet, and once again, same thing, put it on a bake sheet.
It's a great idea, Marvin.
Fill up your bake sheet, put them in the oven for 10 minutes, and this is what you get.
Oh, those are awesome.
We like to call them our pierogi clamshells.
They look awesome. Well done.
Yeah. The only thing you need to do when you bring them out of the oven, I put them in at 450 for about 10 minutes. Bring them out and brush them with a little bit of butter or margarine or whatever your wish is. And yes, then you're off to the races because the oven does dry them a little bit. So I'm not going to show it today, but I will tell you that next to the stuffed pierogi, once I got that done, I started thinking, well, how about a quiche? So I actually do the same thing with the pierogi. I slice it. I should have had a muffin tin here, but I put it in the muffin tin, put the dough side up like this.
Oh,
and then I put my egg filling, bake it for 10 minutes at 450. And when they come out, these little tops are open, and you just pull out the quiche and you eat it just like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
So that's my story, man.
Marvin, you're a ninja pierogi guy. I think we have to change the title. That's pretty cool. Those are wicked ideas, Marvin. I'm just glad that we were able to share those with our customers and people viewing this, just to get those simple, quick ideas.
Exactly.
Hope, John, you're ready to eat the most amazing amount of pierogies in your life today. Look at all that food. It was awesome. Wicked ideas, Marvin.
Okay.
You ready for your last question? See if you can get it right.
I'm sorry?
I'm ready for your last
question. Yes.
Where in Alberta is the giant pierogi located?
Glendon.
Why?
No idea.
I don't know either.
I think it's different than the Easter egg in Vegreville. Why?
Yeah.
I think what it is, I think the communities realize that it's a good tourist attraction, and I actually know or knew the fellow, he's passed on now, that was the town manager in Vegreville at the time, and it was kind of his brainstorm and brain idea to bring tourists and bring people into the town and create this big Easter egg. So we've had the mallard, we've had mushrooms, we've had all sorts of big monuments of different things, and of course Glendon chose the pierogi. So
well, why not, right?
Yeah, one day we'll have to bring it here on our parking lot, I guess. I don't know.
You know what? I was expecting it to say Cheemo on the side. You guys probably tried it.
Yeah, well, maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll buy Glendon.
Exactly. Well, it's always awesome talking to you, Marvin. Thanks again for today. People can go to your website, check out more recipe ideas that you've created, right?
Absolutely. And if anybody has questions, they can feel free to call. I'm more than happy to take calls if somebody has more specific questions than what we've managed to show. But like I said before, it's we always talk about the quality, the value, the convenience, and the versatility, and we've got it all. And I think I told you that I talk about our Cheemo RRSP program. So we say recession resilient sell pierogies. Looking after your RSP.
Well said, Marvin. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Marvin. You have a great rest of your day. Thanks, John. Great camera guy, as always. Great ideas. And check out Cheemo, all the great stuff that Marvin has come up with. They're cost effective. They're going to make you tons of money. And I think that's important right now, nowadays. And they're great for takeout, delivery, pub ideas as we get people eating out again. So let's support our industry. All the best, Marvin.
Great. They're great as a bonus gift as well. And, some of our customers are actually giving away pierogies along with some of their offerings on skip the dishes and whatever. So, if anybody is inclined to try something like that, and, with the pierogi costing 6-7 cents a piece, there's a real opportunity for that.
Exactly.
And like I said, we've got so many artists out there that they should be able to create some new ideas, because I'm running out of them. So
when you're a ninja of pierogies, I don't think that's possible.
All righty. Thanks again.
Right, well, thanks so much. Take care. All the best, everyone else. Check out more shows. We're on back tomorrow. I don't even know what day it is, but I know tomorrow we have a Tea Masters and everyone and learning about coffee, hot beverages. And then Friday we have produce talks on our new produce show, talking about produce and everything you need to know. So thanks, Marvin. All the best. Take care.
Okay.